welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Monique. I upload videos weekly about style, mindful shopping, travel, and everything in between. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would like to take the time and click the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the bags that I've sold in the past and why. I won't go through every single bag that I've sold in the past because I'm sure I will miss some of them. And my handbag collection journey has gone through a lot of stages, and I have bought and sold a lot of bags in the past. We are going to start now with the Chanel bag. If you know me, you know Chanel is my favorite brand. I love Chanel, and a Chanel bag has always been on top of my list before I started buying luxury bags. So of course the journey to get the classic bags or the bags that I want is quite a long journey. As we all know, Chanel's prices are way up there, especially now after the crazy price increases that they keep having for the past few years. I'm going to start with the most recent bags that I've sold. There are two bags that I sold recently. First one is the Chanel Boy bag. Now the Chanel Boy that I had was in the new medium size, so it is a larger size. I think this is a new medium, that's what they're calling it, but it is a larger size, and it is in lambskin and ruthenium hardware. I honestly love that combo. I love when the Chanel Boy is with the ruthenium hardware because I think it makes it even more casual. It gives it more kind of like an edgy look to it. So I really love the combo. But what I really did wrong was choosing the new medium size. I think it's a size that is too big for me. I'm only 5'1". I think it looks really boxy on me. It's a bag that I used to wear only in the winter because I think it looked really good whenever I was wearing coats, but when it was like summer, I think it just looked too boxy on me. But now I live in a country where there is no snowy winter and there's no need to wear heavy coats. I find myself not reaching out for the bag at all, and yeah, I don't want the bag to just stay in my collection. And I do think that Chanel Boy is on the way out, in my opinion. If I wait a few years to sell the bag, I would probably get lower and lower offer on it and I'll be losing money. So I decided to sell it instead of having it sitting in my closet and not being used. Now the second bag that I sold is the Chanel Reissue 226 in the color red, and it's more kind of like an orangey red, so it's not a true red, and it was with the gold hardware. I honestly really like this bag. I think I really love Reissue, and my Reissue journey also has been quite a long one. I started with 227 and then I bought this 226, and now I finally have the Reissue, which I think is the perfect size for me, which is the 225 in black, and I think that is just the ultimate combination for me. As much as I do love the red, I really prefer the black in 225. So I had to let it go. I can't have too many bags in my collection right now. I want the bags that stay in my collection to be the bags that I would reach for, bags that I would be excited to pair with outfits. I wish I could keep the bag, but we can't keep everything, or at least I can't. In the future, if I have the opportunity to buy a Reissue bag, maybe it will be either the 224, the mini size, or maybe a clutch and Reissue. Okay, next for Chanel, we're gonna go to the vintage bags that I had in the past. Number 3 is this beautiful pink jersey bag in the classic design. It is single flap, but it is in that classic, you know, design with the CC turn lock and with the chain, but it is in jersey and it's pink. I think it's from the Travel Line collection. The inner lining is leather, but the bag itself on the outside is jersey. I do love this bag. It is one of the first bags that I've owned from Chanel, and I really loved it at that time. But I was always working towards getting the classic flap, so I think I sold this bag maybe in order for me to get another bag or to fund the purchase of my first classic bag, which is the black one with the gold hardware. And the next bag, number 4, is another vintage Chanel bag in such a cute candy color. It's in this beautiful minty blue color with a cross stitch, and I love that it is actually the top handle. I really love top handle bags nowadays, especially because most Chanel bags are actually, you know, crossbody or shoulder bags. So I think top handle bags are really cute if you want to go out for a date or something cute like that and you don't want to break up your outfit by wearing a crossbody bag. A top handle is super cute. Love this bag. I don't know why I sold it. I kind of regretted that I sold it because I got it for such a great price. It was from Fashionphile and I got it for like under $1,000 at that time. And nowadays you cannot get a Chanel bag vintage in this style like for under $1,000. Now the prices of vintage Chanel bags are just so high because of, you know, the prices of the bags in the boutiques. So yeah, this one I really regret selling. I wish I didn't. But you know, in that situation, I was probably trying to fund a purchase of another bag. Bag number 5 from Chanel is this small cambone tote in the color black with the white CC logo on it. It's another top handle. It has this fuchsia pink lining, so it is really adorable. I love the black and white combination. Black and white is always my favorite combo. It fits a good amount. Love it. I think this style from the cambone line is actually really classic. But yeah, I did sell it and I don't have it in my collection anymore. Okay, now we move on to bag number 6 from Chanel. I think this is going to be the last one that I will be talking about from Chanel. Is my first Chanel bag ever. It is a seasonal bag. I can't remember which year this bag is actually from. I purchased it from Tokyo 7, which is one of my favorite consignment stores in New York. It is in East Village. It is such an amazing consignment store. They don't really have a lot of bags, but they have amazing clothes. If you love Rick Owens, Prada, Issey Miyake, it's the place to go. So I purchased this bag from there. It was my first Chanel bag ever. And I really wanted something that resembles the classic flap, of course. This ticks a lot of boxes. It is a flap bag. It has the Mademoiselle turn lock like the Reissue bag. And it has the chain leather strap with gold hardware. So it ticks a lot of boxes. I was really happy. And I had it for years as well. I love the fact that it's a Chanel bag, but also it is very subtle. Not everyone would know that it is a Chanel bag, especially because it is seasonal and it doesn't have the CC turn lock. I actually intended to keep this bag forever in my collection, but I sold it one day. I sold it in my old vintage store. So when I had my vintage store, once a year in like early summer, I would have a Chanel event for the weekend. So that's when I would sell all of the Chanel items that I've been curating for a year. And customers can come in, pick up jackets, clothing, shoes, sunglasses, and bags. And sometimes I would also sell bags from my personal collection in that event. So let's go with Louis Vuitton next. I don't really have a lot of bags from Louis Vuitton. I think I have 2 that I have sold in the past. The first bag that I sold is the Montsuri backpack, which is the backpack in the canvas, in the monogram canvas. It was vintage. I got it from one of the Japanese eBay reseller. Really love that bag. It's such a great classic design for a backpack. Had I known that the Montsuri was going to make a comeback, I would probably not sell the bag. But yeah, I did sell it. You never know, guys. Just like anything else in fashion, bags also go through cycles, and things that were trendy 10, 20 years ago might be trendy again. So sometimes it's good to keep your old bags if they're still in great condition and you still love them. You can still keep them in your collection if you have the means to. The second bag that I sold from Louis Vuitton is another backpack. I think I was on a backpack phase at that time. I was going to FIT for a fashion merchandising program at that time, and I really needed a backpack that doesn't look bulky, that doesn't look like, you know, an Eastpak backpack or something that would go with many different outfits, because I don't want something that is too sporty, because I don't dress sporty most of the time. So I searched and found this vintage Gobeline backpack in epi leather. It comes in different colors, but I bought the black one because I think it would look great with many different outfits. Loved it. I wore it almost every day when I went to class. I had classes Monday to Friday. It is the perfect bag for your books. I carried it so much that I cracked a little part of the bottom. So after I finished the program, I decided to sell the bag to Fashionphile. I really recommend this backpack if you need a backpack that is still very chic in design and it's not, you know, in your face with branding. Next we have Balenciaga. I do own quite a few bags from Balenciaga because I used to go to their sample sales, and it was just amazing, like, selection of bags. There were so many seasonal bags, there were some city bags sometimes, and I sold most of them. I don't really have my Balenciaga bags anymore except for the city bag, but one thing that I kind of regret selling was the Balenciaga Mini City. It was in pink. I had it in pink. I think the Mini City is such a cute bag. It's a bag that actually fit more than you think it would. It's a bag that could fit my daily necessities. I really regretted selling that bag because I got it for such a great deal at the sample sale. It was, I think, around only $300. Amazing. Like, seriously, New York has the best sample sale. I got so many good stuff from all the sample sales in New York, and these sample sales were usually held by the company themselves. So big brands like Balenciaga would have their own sample sale, and usually it's kind of private. You either have to have an invitation, kind of like a hidden secret, but if you are able to get in, it is just so amazing. The clothing are so cheap, shoes are so cheap. It's so good. It's so good. I really miss sample sales in New York. I have one bag from Old Celine that I sold. I think it's called the All Soft Tote. It has 3 colors and it comes with a matching pouch as well. I honestly really love the design of this bag, and the leather on it is really beautiful and it's really soft and supple. I purchased this bag from the Celine outlet store at Woodbury Commons. I really loved it, but I had to sell it because as much as the bag is really beautiful, the flap is really long, so you really need 2 hands every time you want to grab something from the bag. A lot of times I can't just grab something when the bag is on my shoulder, so I have to take it off, hold it with one hand, and have another hand holding the flap so that I can reach what's inside. So it's really not practical in my opinion after wearing it few times, and yeah, I ended up not reaching for it because of that. So I decided to sell it and use the money to fund a purchase of another bag. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna go with Gucci. I only have one bag from Gucci that I sold, which is the Gucci Lady Web. This was designed by Frida. I forgot her name, the designer of Gucci at that time. She was designing before Alessandro Michele came into Gucci. And yeah, I purchased it at their outlet store at Woodbury Commons. Again, love Woodbury Commons. I think it's an amazing place to shop for luxury brands at a discounted price. So love the bag. It is really such a classic design, and you can even see that now they are re-releasing this style. Kind of regret selling it because I think it's such a great classic design for Gucci, but I did sell it to buy my Cartier watch, which I really love and I wear all the time, so I can't really regret. Sometimes I have to make difficult decisions, but I just can't keep everything. Okay, so those are the bags that I've sold in the past. I'm sure there are some that I forgot to include, so if I see any pictures of bags that I've sold in the past and I forgot to include them, I will include those pictures in this video. Let me know in the comment section down below, have you regretted selling any bag from your collection and why? I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.